Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube playlist of Android app development. In the last video of our playlist, we have seen the basics of Java in which we have seen the for loop, if-else conditionals and other do while and while loop. So in this video, we are going to see what are object oriented programming in Java, what is inheritance, what are array and more. Yeah, first of all, what is object oriented programming? So the short form for this is OOPS, we call it as OOPS. So here are the two things we have to learn, that is a class and the objects. So first of all, a class is a blueprint to create objects. So we can see here, if we take one here class, here we can say one class, here any we can give any name and there can be different objects to that class. For example, the syntax for this is public class, so it is the syntax, the class keyword. Employee, it is a class name, and then we have to create any function, or we can create any different functions in that can be public, private or protected, as we see in the previous class. And then we have to create an object just like this. We have to give a class name, that is employee, and we have to create object for that instance, that is e1 and equal to new employee. So it will, and it is a constructor for that class, so it will call this function. Yeah. Now, what is inheritance in Java? We can create classes from another classes. If we are creating two classes and we have to call their functions in each and other classes, so we have to use the inheritance. Just like here, if we example, we have created two classes, employee and programmer. So we can call the functions of the employee in the programmer class. So it is called as inheritance, extracting information from parent class to a child class in basic term. Now, what are arrays in Java? So arrays are collection of similar objects in Java. So what are the similar objects? Just like integer, all integers. It cannot be different objects in single array, just like integer and character, not mixed. So we can create a array of different characters, strings and many more. So I will show you one example how to create an array. So here we are in our ID code editor. So if I have to create an integer class array, and if I will give it name as the marks can be just like 1, 2. And please remember that array index always starts from the 0, not from the 1. If we have to call our first element, so we have to pass the 0. I will show you that marks of 0. So guys, here it should be printed as 10. You will see, yeah, we can see here it is printed. So if we will pass the third, so it will print the 40 as the output. So array index always start from the 0. So what are Java collection framework? The collection framework in Java allows to in the future like resizable array. Just like the array we have created, that has a fixed length of, just like we have inserted 4 objects, so it has a fixed length of 4 objects. But collection framework is a resizable array, and here we can see a syntax for that. Here array list style, I have given a name as style. We can give any name, just like marks or students equal to new array list, and to iterate through that array list we have to pass object o and that array list name, so it will print all the object in that. So it can be resizable, like we can add more items, as many as we want. Thank you guys.